Greetings all, it's Paul Lytle from the Paul Lytle Insurance Agency. You know, about 2 weeks ago I uploaded the first video in the series about small businesses in the Fulshear area. And it was kind of my effort to take a look at the businesses and the people that are forming the landscape of our great city. And I gotta be honest, when I started the series, I wasn't picturing myself ending up here. I was thinking about the shops and the stores and the storefronts that we pass on a daily basis as we're going around town. But when I put up that video, I was challenged by someone to rethink the way I was picturing business in Fulshear. I was challenged to think more deeply about all the stuff going on behind the scenes that is, nonetheless contributing to our culture and our economy. The business that challenged me to do that is the one I'm visiting today, and it's a business that is putting the local back in international.
The Fulshear Small Business Spotlight is brought to you by the Paul Lytle Insurance Agency. Savings, security, service, all right around the corner. Call for a quote on auto, home, or life insurance at 832-266-0153, or just stop by anytime.
The Kiwi Importer is a web-based business headquartered right outside of town. Their specialty is natural foods from New Zealand, including Manuka honey, organic tea, coffee, hot sauce, and all-natural throat lozenges. Their products are available several places in town and online, but most particularly at kiwiimporter.com. But don't worry, ordering online from a company down the street isn't exactly like ordering it from across the country, and this company takes pride in local service, even with an e-commerce business.
Well, I'm here with kiwiimporter.com owner Sarah Ajala.
Hi.
Hey, it's great to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. First of all, tell us a little bit about, you're obviously not from here. Chicago. Tell us how did you end up in Fulshear, and how did you end up creating this great website, carrying these great products?
Sure. Well, I'm a New Zealander and went over to Australia to work for a fruit and vegetable company there, and met a crazy Argentinian who also went over to Australia to work there. And he got offered a job in the US. Yeah. And so we thought, okay, why not? Let's go and have a look at what's going over there. And it was about the time we were having kids, so I decided to stop working at that time, which I found very difficult. I did love my job in Australia. And do a PhD, because why not when you're hanging around? And it was in that time that I met the owners of Tahi Honey. And I was really missing the day-to-day and the doing of business. So whilst I was trying to finish off my PhD, I started bringing Tahi Honey into the country. And it went really, really well. So when I finished, it was already a side hustle that I went, right, I'm going to build this into a business.
Nice.
And I've never looked back. I've just loved every minute of it. And so, yeah, that's how it started.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So all the products you carry do come from New Zealand?
Most of them do now. Okay. So it started very much a New Zealand-based business. We've got very healthy, high-quality food. A lot of it, if it's not organic, it's natural. We don't use high fructose corn syrup or the level of additives or preservatives that a lot of the supply chains do. So it's excellent quality food, but I have expanded out from just New Zealand products more recently. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so now I have a personal favorite product of yours that I just tried.
But can you pronounce it?
Oh, I don't even have it in front of me, so probably not.
Give it a go. We'll grade you.
Wahawira?
Nice. Well done.
All right?
Yep.
All right.
Means burning mouth in Maori.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So this is a kiwi fruit habanero sauce.
Correct.
And this is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
And people around here, as you well know, We like our hot sauces,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to having a lot more of this.
Yeah.
But tell us about some of your other bestsellers.
Sure. Well, the best seller is Manuka honey, and this does actually have Manuka honey sweetening it, which gives it quite an unusual sweet taste, which is lovely. But the Manuka honey is the most popular. It's a high antibacterial honey. We use it, with some regularity in hospitals and vet clinics in New Zealand. And it's a lot of research has been done, particularly topically, on wounds and burn care. And we're starting to do a lot more research internally as well. So a lot of people buy it for health reasons.
Okay.
And that was also the first product that I bought in. So, a lot of people still call me the honey lady. But yeah, I've expanded on from there to tea and coffee, vanilla, oil, with an olive oil coming, and of course the hot sauce as well. So
Great. Yeah, and when you contacted me about your business here, I hadn't run across it before.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded of a meme I saw not long ago that said, "There's no such thing as the cloud. There's just other people's computers." And I have to say, I get in the habit of thinking of the internet as just that thing out there,
Right.
that exists
Yeah.
out there, and and I very rarely think about it as somebody's local business,
Right.
where they're
Yeah.
they're dealing with the local population.
Yeah.
That in your case, you're actually teaming up with some other local businesses
That's right.
to produce your website
Yeah.
and some of your products.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the product's kind of a cool story. So, OptiSoft, which are based in Rosenberg, we're looking for Manuka honey for their Fontis throat lozenges. It's an all-natural lozenge, plant-based lozenge. It doesn't have menthol or processed sugar or artificial colour or flavour in it, which are actually common throat irritants. So often people are taking a throat lozenge that menthol does numb the throat, but it can also irritate it more. And these lozenges were designed by a Broadway performer who's Texan, and she didn't want any of those irritants in it, and wanted to have all natural products like the green apple extract and the Manuka honey and aloe vera and plant glycerin, and teamed up with OptiSoft to create the formula. And then they were looking for Manuka honey, and since it's not made in the US, it's a purely New Zealand-based product, they were scratching their heads saying, "We don't even know what this honey is or where to get it."
Oh, wow.
And it was actually the Fulshear Chamber of Commerce, Don McCoy there, connected us up, which is fantastic. That's a chamber working, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When they're connecting two businesses, it's fantastic.
Right.
So I sold them the Manuka honey and gave the lozenges a try, and I said, these lozenges are really cool. Can I buy the lozenges back from you and sell them as part of my range? And that's working well. So I sell them the honey, they make it into the lozenges, and they sell the lozenges back to me as well as other distributors as well. So that's a cool story. Fulshear Web Design is another company that I've worked really closely with for the last year to not just develop the website, but to take my e-marketing base further. And I've found Daniel, the lead web designer there, excellent. And probably the third business I want to mention is the UPS store at 1463 and 1093. I use them not just for shipping, they're great for shipping, but I do a lot of printing and graphic design work and all sorts of things with them as well. So they're probably the three big businesses locally I work with, but yeah.
That's pretty good. If someone is new to your company, they're on the website, what do they need to look at first?
Just take a browse. It's an online store, so I have my most popular products usually on the front page, and I do mix that up a little bit. So for Mother's Day, I'll put slightly more mom gifts up, and for Father's Day, I'll put things that might suit Dad a little bit more up. Christmas time, obviously, I've got Christmas gifts up, so I do mix it up a little bit depending on the time of year. But the go-to products are at the front, And then I've got the different categories that you can go through and browse. I'm very accessible, so anyone that wants to call me or email me and ask me questions, I really love that. Yeah, so.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So they can find you on the website.
Yep.
KiwiImporter.com.
Yep.
Where else can we find you?
Well, I mean, locals are more than welcome to come in here and do a warehouse shop. I have no problems with that. Come in and chat. I can open up jars and they can taste product if they're not sure about something. So locals are always welcome. And another thing I do just for local Fulshear residents is there is a pickup box that you can tick. And I say it's pickup warehouse, and it's, you know, there are people further afield that like to use that as well, and if people want to drive in, that's fine. But for the Fulshear residents, I will deliver, and it also means that you don't have any shipping fee. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a great way to get it super quickly. I generally take it home that day, if it's Monday to Friday, and deliver on the way home. Or if not, sometimes it's the next day, depending on connecting with whoever's purchased. But, you know, it's a great advantage for Fulshear residents. You don't even need to leave home. Or order online and we'll deliver within 24 hours. Prime can't beat that.
Right, exactly. That's great. That's great. That's such a neat place and rather unexpected for me. But I really shouldn't be surprised, because this is what I'm finding all over Fulshear, is that we have this small and vibrant community, and everybody here is, well, like this hot sauce, adding their own dash of flavor. Again, my name is Paul Lytle. I'm with the Paul Lytle Insurance Agency. We too are trying to add our own dash of flavor to this great town. We hope that you'll give us a try to see what we can offer. In the meantime, it's getting about lunchtime. It's time to go find some food. See you later.
Make sure you hear about the next spotlight by liking us on Facebook and subscribing to us on YouTube. Thanks for watching.